Hey guys, welcome back. Hope you're having a good day. Good day for me. I'm going to do a video, a list video. Uh, I don't know what to call this. A Lattafa for every occasion, maybe. Uh, Start a collection for under $200 because that was kind of thing. I also wanted to keep some of the bigger Lattafas out of this. Like I have like 50, 60 Lattafas. Y'all know that. And I've got the big ones, especially like, Comra. I don't have the new Comra, but I'm in no rush to get it. I heard it smells pretty much the same with a hint of coffee, but I will get it. Just, you know, uh, Assad, um, and the list goes on and on and on. I kind of wanted to keep it to not necessarily lesser known ones, but just ones that don't get as much attention. So there is one here that did get a lot of attention, but it seems to have died down. So, but either way, these are, like I said, they're not unknown or hidden gems or anything like that. They're just a little less talked about, but still mostly known. Most people know them. Probably most of you have them, but for those of you who don't, this is like I said, I don't know, a Lattafa for every occasion is, I guess, yeah, we'll call it that. And by that I mean spring, summer, fall, winter, date, club, and your everyday office, work, wedding, blah 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 blah. Right? So, and these aren't going to be reviews. When I do lists, I don't review them. I give you a couple of notes and kind of what they smell like, and whether they perform decently or not. So, let's start out with spring. Since we're just ending spring and entering summer, we'll start out with spring. I find Quaid Al Fursan by Lattafa is a nice spring scent. Now you start getting into late spring, it gets a little heavy, but for the most part, spring and summer scents you can kind of, and even early fall you can kind of throw together, right? But yeah, pineapple, balsam fir, cedar, and oudwood. Some people compare this to Aventus. I don't get that comparison. There's that pineapple, but that doesn't mean because everything has pineapple. All of a sudden, people say, "Oh, it smells like Aventus." No, this doesn't smell like Aventus at all. Where pineapple and Aventus is more juicy and tart. Really, this is more canned sweet pineapple vibe to it. Good performance on this for me. I get about 8 hours, 2 hours projection. It's a sweet, juicy, fresh, woody scent, basically. Heavy dose of pineapple, but a nice woody base, especially halfway through the mid going into the dry down. Yeah, nice fragrance. Nice fragrance. I'm going to give you the price too, and at the end I'll give you the total. This is on FragBuy right now, and these can fluctuate daily for God's sakes, but 23.34, and that's Canadian. So next we're gonna go summer, and we're gonna go with Alder Al Macoun Silver, pineapple, birch, white musk. Now all this does smell like Aventus. It's a pretty good dupe of Aventus. It's not perfect or anything, but for the price, it's not bad at all. It's about the cheapest Aventus dupe I own. Even cheaper than that Gene Zumo one I bought yesterday, and better. But, decent performance. About 6 hours, couple hours projection. You've got that tart, juicy, fruity pineapple with the woods, the slightly smoky woods, and musk. It's a fresh scent like Aventus. The one thing about Aventus and the DNA, I really love it. I know when I smell like that the other day, I think I hate Aventus or something. No, I really love Aventus. I just don't need another Aventus clone. So that was kind of, while I do like it, it was kind of disappointing. But Aventus, the scent profile is one of my favorite profiles of all times, and a lot of people. So yeah, very nice. Basically a bit of a slightly smokier take on most of your fruity Aventuses. Very nice, very nice. That's $18.02 Canadian. So that's what, like $3.29 American? Come on, guys. Next, we're going to do one for the fall. And I like wearing This one in the fall is Kismet for Men, patchouli, vanilla, woods, and spice. YSL Tuxedo, and by all accounts, a good dupe. I'm not sure. I smelled Tuxedo years ago. Christ, going on 9 or 10 years ago. So I really can't tell you for sure. But I can tell you on its own, this is a very nice scent. Decent performance, about 6 hours, an hour projection, but it's more of the type of scent that sits on your skin, gives you a nice little bubble and stuff. Just a good scent on its own. It's soft, powdery, spicy, almost a cocoa-like vibe to it. I'm guessing from the patchouli and vanilla. A little bit of woods. Gorgeous scent, an absolutely gorgeous scent. Next, we're going to go with winter. And this is where most people would probably pick Kamra or Assad or Amir Al Oud, Intense, the big ones, right? I went with, this would be great for the winter, exclusive tobacco. Tobacco, woods, tonka bean, a little bit of spice. It's supposed to be a Carolina Herrera mystery tobacco. And again, by all accounts, a good one. I've never smelled that. I don't know. I know on its own, this is an excellent, excellent fragrance. Excellent performance. I get about 12 hours on this. Solid 3 hours projection. Really good bubble. All that stuff. It's sweet, earthy, vanilla-like tobacco and deep, dark woods with a soft hint of spice. And there's an oud in there, but the oud isn't super oudy. Do you know what I mean? It's you can smell it, but it's just in the background the whole from start to right from the atomizer. And from the start to the finish, that oud is there, and it's very nice oud, soft oud. It's never in your face, and it's like I said, people who don't know oud wouldn't know it was oud, but if you know oud, you know, oh, there's a little oud in there. Very nice scent, very underrated. For date night, now, again, most fragrances will work for date night, but there's certain fragrances that we in the community like to classify, and this is one of them, a date night classification. And I went with Qusad Al Satan. And again, forgive me if I butcher these names. I don't speak Arabic. I mean, never have, never will. I forgot to tell you how much this one. This one was $29.59, and this one was $24.03. So, anyway, back to this. Notes of citrus, amber, spiced honey, leather, oud. This gets compared to Dolce & Gabbana, the one. It kind of has that vibe. I wouldn't call it a straight dupe. The one seems a little more ambery to me, where this is a little sweeter, a bit of a sweeter booze vibe to it from the spiced honey, right? And the woods in it, but my God, is this a nice scent. Nice scent, guys. Decent performance, falls into that date night category, about 5 hours, about an hour projection. It's an earthy, sweet, somewhat booze-like honey and spice on a wood base. Just a beautiful scent. It's got a sharpness to it, too. That, I really like it. For the club, this is the one that, out of all of these, I think got the most hype and still gets a bit of hype. And that's because it's a Baccarat Rouge clone, right? So, and that's the club. Or for the club, Anna Abdul Rouge. Oh, this one is 2222, by the way. So notes of caramel, pear, geranium, musk, BR 540. Pretty good dupe of BR 540. Good performance, about 7 hours, 2 hours. A very loud, sugary, some people say cotton candy, candied apple kind of sweetness. On a bit of a powdery, woody base. Not for me. I mean, I've talked about that before. I find it too juvenile and too feminine juvenile, like young girl. It just smells like, to me, a cotton candy kind of fragrance, right? That the girls used to wear when I was 12 or 13 years old back in the day. But most people, especially if you're young, love it. And it's loud. It's It'll get you noticed. All that stuff you want in a club. Smells sweet. Works even better as you sweat. And then you kind of want that in a club fragrance, and that's kind of what this is. So for me, I got to give the devil its due. It's not my type of fragrance, but if I was 20 years old and banging the clubs again, I'd probably love it. So, or at least wear it because the ladies would love it. I may not still like it, but and that's what you're doing at the clubs, trying to get the ladies. Yeah, yeah. And that's $25 right now on FragBuy. And then your last one's your everyday scent, right? Your workhorse, office, work, wedding, funeral, just relax and running errands, etc., etc., etc. Whatever you're doing, you can do this, and you can wear it any season. You can wear it to the club if you want. You can wear it on a date. All this stuff. It's everything. It's all in one, and that's a Jazzy Intense Silver, bit of a fingerprint magnet. Amber, citrus, cedar, C notes, moss. Some people say it's a YSL or YSL La Nuit Alone Blue Electrique. Not so much. I don't really get that, other than there's a bit of powderiness and a little bit of spice to this, but I don't really get the Blue Electrique. But it gives you what type of fragrance it is. It's a softer, kind of fresh, woody, slightly sweet, very inoffensive but nice fragrance, and that's what this is. Like I said, a slightly sweet, powdery, amber, soft spice with a hint of green and a little freshness from the aquatic vibe that's in there. C notes. Performance, it's okay. About 5 hours, right? About an hour's projection. So, it is what it is. But I mean, it's also only $20. Oh, geez, that's nice stuff. $20.73. Like I said, I could see why people would say it reminds them of a YSL. It's kind of got a YSL L'Homme, La Nuit Alone vibe, but it doesn't smell like any of them. It kind of like it could be its own flanker. But yeah, nice scent, guys. Nice scent. Very nice scent. Anyway, guys, that's the list. So that's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 fragrances. Get you through pretty much every season, every situation, pretty much for the rest of your life. And in total, it would have cost you, if you got it today, $162.93. You can't get a decent designer anymore for that price, right? Everything's $200+ now. Here you get, like I said, 7 fragrances that will get you covered for anything. There's nothing wrong with that. And you can replace any one of these or any few of these with whatever you like if you don't like some of them. But for the most part, most people, I think, are going to like these 7. Not everybody, of course. Everybody's different. But I think most people in general are going to enjoy those. The general public would definitely enjoy all these. I can't see them getting a problem with any of them. The only one they might have a bit of a problem with would be the date night fragrance, because it's got a very astringent, sharp, boozy vibe to it. So, but with them spices, which is gorgeous. So, anyway, guys, that's it. Peace, love, be good to each other, and be good to yourselves.